Hi. Freedom to smoke, that's one thing. Freedom to speech, to say what you want to say, the freedom of speech. That's what I want to talk about today because I think it's the most important thing in the world. That you can speak out your heart, say what you want. I mean, we're all free to think what we want to think, and nobody can do something about that. You can think that anyone is an asshole, you can think that they should execute your queen, king, president, or whatever. You might actually think that they should throw bombs on some certain nations. Nobody gives a shit. But as soon as you open your mouth and you say things, especially if you forget to say that it is something that you think, then you're fucked. Let's be realistic. If I say in Holland that the Queen is a bitch, I get screwed. That's why I will never say that. I will always say I think she is. That actually takes all the stress away and makes it something that I think, and I'm still allowed to say what I think and what's in my mind. I cannot tell you that you're a fucker because that is stupid, but I can say I think you're a fucker. It's my mind, it's my freedom to say what I think. Is that very normal? I'm afraid not. Not in very many nations in the world right now you're free to speak, to say what you want. If you go to the US and you say fuck on the airport, they kick your ass straight back out of the country. If you're here in Holland say something about Muslims, you're screwed. If you go to a Muslim nation and you say something about Muslims, you got executed. If you go to Russia, you say something about the president, you disappear. Or you get shot on the street. If you go to Venezuela and say the old guy is a fucker, and let's be realistic, he's as crazy as hell, at least I think so, you probably get executed. There's a fair chance that at that moment they will find some heroin or coke or whatever in your luggage and you got screwed for the rest of your life. And I don't say it will be a long life because freedom of speech is something that is not protected well enough. And the only ones that can protect us is us. You, me. We are the ones that decide if you can say what you want to say. And believe me about one thing, I feel it's so important that I do this blog about it. Not that I want to have the possibility to bitch or to curse. I mean, I don't want to hurt people for no reason. I had a colleague once that was very religious, and I had another colleague who was trying to piss him off. He just went to him, and when he was in his neighborhood, it was just goddamn this and goddamn that. There's no need for it. I mean, if I hit my finger, I might say so, but normally you don't try to offend people for no reason, and that is offending people for no reason. And that actually is the limit between where have you the freedom of speech and where's the point that you should say, okay, now you're passing that line. Now you're doing something that is just being doing for pissing off people. You're not saying something because it's your opinion. You're saying something because you like to hurt someone else. There's no need for that. The only thing we can do is protect the freedom of speech. As soon as we hear that someone is in trouble because he spoke out his mind, we should go on the streets and protest. That's what we should do. Or like I hear people say in the US, write your congressman. Well, it might help, I don't know. I mean, those fuckers are there because you elected them. Don't forget that, never forget that. Anyone in politics is only there because you elected him. And it is just as easy to say, screw you man, but the next time you're no longer in that luxury position of having a job that is nothing else than sitting, talking, bullshitting and collecting a shitload of money. The freedom of speech. I hope you all understand how important that is. And it was just a little blog about it to put your nose into the shit and say, hey listen, realize how important it is. Just try to think what the things are that you might like to say, but afraid to say. What is it you are thinking about, but too afraid to talk about? That's the freedom of speech. You should have no fear. Only a dirty mind sees dirty things, and I think that as long as we are all together communicating and willing to say, okay, it's your opinion, I got my opinion, and as long as you respect mine, I respect yours. Hope you liked it. Talk to you later.